Hi, I'm Robert Reich. Real financial reform is stalled and going nowhere. All we have in Washington is a little debate about who should monitor the street to look out for systemic risks, the Fed or the Treasury or a council of regulators. This is frolic and detour, designed to fool you into believing reform is happening when it isn't. Real regulation is going nowhere because Wall Street has platoons of lobbyists on Capitol Hill and is a major campaign contributor to both parties. And the street and Congress figure you don't really care anymore. The crisis is over. Well, let me tell you something. The financial crisis is not over. Wall Street looks like it's recovering, but that's just because it's placing big bets again. The big Wall Street banks are sitting pretty, but the rest of the economy is not. Small banks all over the country are folding. Nobody's lending to small businesses. Almost no one's modifying mortgages or providing auto loans or student loans. And worst of all, the big banks now know taxpayers will bail them out if they get into trouble again, which means they'll take even bigger risks to get short-term profits. So what should be done? 3 things. Number 1. No bank should be too big to fail. If they're too big, the antitrust laws should be used to break them up. And then if they fail, let them fail. No more Wall Street bailouts. Number 2, the pay of Wall Street bankers should be linked to long-term profits, not short-term bets. And number 3, resurrect something called the Glass-Steagall Act that used to separate commercial from investment banking. Commercial banking is what we need banks for, take in deposits and make loans. But once commercial banking got mixed up with investment banking and that casino called the stock market, lenders began wrapping up the loans into securities and sending them all over the world, which meant lenders were no longer accountable for the quality of loans they were making. And banks began borrowing huge sums to place their giant bets. We need Glass-Steagall back. Without these reforms, the street will go back to its old ways, and we will be bailing it out again. Only next time, the mess is going to be worse. So please, make your voices heard. Demand these 3 common-sense steps. No too big to fail banks. Wall Street pay linked to long-term performance. And a wall between commercial and investment banking. Call, email, write your elected representatives, and get others to do the same. Financial reform is too important to be left to Wall Street. And while you're at it, pass along a copy of this video to everyone you know.